this. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Well, Coach, we've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Ready, set. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Y'all not ready. Hot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Chopper. He's coming. Let's go.
Now a run with Martin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Ready.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Mark 22. Tackles. Ready, go.
They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fielded just inside the 30. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Run. Here we go. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 43. X3. 218. Chopper. Check that. Regular. Point it right.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got Smith here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
You draw quarters.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Alert, 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 alert.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pierce. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Under 10, under 10, 10. Watch the safety creep. Jim. Check nickel. Hey, switch gears. Check. Hey, alert 33. Watch out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mike. 180. Mike. King. Bravo. Hurry. 53 is the mark. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. You better.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
20. Hey, here we go. Bang. Take four.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Protect. 180. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the curl. Regular. Check. 53, Mike. Check. Come on. Run.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
180. Mike. Here I come. Watch the twist. Alert. 6-6, pull it high.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
At the 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. They set up the screen to Martin. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. First carry for Royce Freeman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Following the penalty, Martin. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Martin. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll look to throw here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
We got this. At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Recon, 132 fight. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Share.
They run the counter with Martin. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Charlie. That's 22, that's 22. Watch the run, watch the run.
Looking to throw. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He completes this to Sutton. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 37, check 37. Top ready, go.
A give going right to Martin. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check 53's mine. Check 53. Real. Yeah, that's what I do. Slam. Joker.
Mayfield on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check. Pistol. Pilot, 64, weak. 23 in the mic. My touch.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Good. 180. Run.
43 is the mic, boy. 43.
Hey, Haywood. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Mayfield now from the 50. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Good. 180.
Choose the mic. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Alert flare.
Shoot. Watch the shoot. Up close.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Let's get it.
Good. 180.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
King.
Shit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check it out, read. Back.
Point it right.
Mike 5'9". Let's go one more.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check, 59. All day, punk. Mike's 59.
Hurry.
Now Mayfield. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready. 22's coming, Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check hot route. Hot. Pick the edge. Come. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Check the out, check the out, check the out. Tighten up, tighten up.
Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Pierce. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
53, Mike 53. Real. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They run it again with Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
And he He's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Seibert's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Martin. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Martin. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Wide, get wide. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Ready, go.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
It's caught inside the 25. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Set, 180.
Check, 53, Mike.
No gain on this defense.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, on 133.
Here's Mayfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet in bounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 in bounds in the NFL.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Alert, 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 alert. Pistol.
43's the mic.
Don't get nervous.
43's the mic, boy. 43.
Alert, 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 alert.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike's 43.
Mayfield down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Broncos 10.
Down. 250. Play. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let up.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Matchbox, right. SOS. Let up.
He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. The track. He's coming.
First down. Here's the run with Martin. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
49-yard line.
Set. 260 Pittsburgh. You gotta get the ball. Didn't get the ball. Pilot 64. Weak. Hatchet. Let's go. Run.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
On the positive side, it did pick up a first down, and it was a decent gain. But from the defense's perspective, they're pretty happy it didn't break big. And when that happens, offense is now showing its hand. They've shown us that play. Maybe we can hold them the rest of the game.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 22, Mike 22. In the face. Mike 20, go.
They're going to look to throw.
Watch your slot, watch your slot.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Get that ball. Mike 22, Mike 22. I got one. Mike 22.
Back to throw here. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Dialed up the fullback dive that time. We'll see what they go to on 3rd down from the 1.
Yeah, they may have dialed it up, but it was repelled, wasn't it? Do you wag a finger back at the offense like a certain iconic NBA guy did back in the day, or do you just say, try it again, guys?
No, I think they wagged the finger, but they got to get one more stop here, maybe 2. They'll run for it with Martin, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A first down throw for Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down. Shift, shift, shift. Switch, switch. Switch, switch, switch. Run. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check, check, check.
Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mayfield now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Following the penalty, Chubb. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Regular. Let's go. Hands up. Hey, orbit. 53. Let's go, D. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of a yard. brings up second.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, and it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
180. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go, D. All day.
Hurry.
All day.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Small. Mike 22, Mike 22. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Double time. 3 down.
They'll drop to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, his second sack of the night. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And even playing on the road, the class of this ball club just too much to overcome.
Yeah, deep down, I think even the fans knew how this one was going to turn out. All right, they just came to support their team, hoped they'd see some good football, and they did. But they didn't really expect their team to win. In fact, they probably came in and said, let's win the tailgate, because that's where we have the advantage, and I bet they did that.
So for the Browns, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Back up.